Hi guys, are you ready to get raggedy? I sure am. I purchased these books from the Dollar Tree, and they're pretty good size. And these are going to be my covers for the Raggedy Ann and Andy series I'm going to be doing. I decided I thought it would be best to go ahead and just do this series on videos rather than try to do some lives on it. That way you can stop the video, pause it, and, catch up with me. Or, I know I have a lot of beginners on my channel, and I want you to be able to make this with me. It's really simple to put the covers together, and I really did just have my tool book. I don't see it now, so I'm going to try it with these little scissors and hope it works. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out the book pages. And what I do is I push it back like so, put my finger in there and pull it as hard as I can and try to get it to start separating. And down there you can't see it because I'm holding it up too high. Normally I would take my craft cutter, but I'm just going to come down here like this and hope it worked. And it didn't. So pull it a little more. Put my scissors back in here, right in that joint. I really don't want to cut this. I don't have to. There it is. I knew I had taken it out. Now we're going to get to business. Alright, put it right up against where the spine is sewn to the book cover. And start cutting. The part pretty easy once you get it moving. Then we do the same thing on the back, which should be a little easier to get since I've already started pulling it away from it. There's all kinds of things you can use to reinforce your spine. Save those book pages, they come in handy. What I am going to use is going to be bookbinding tape, but duct tape is a miracle worker on these things, especially if you're going to cover it anyway and it won't be seen. If you wanted to, you could cut a piece of chipboard and put it in here. I haven't been doing that since I've been going with the bookbinding tape because it hasn't been needed. And this, you can find this on Amazon. I keep saying I'm going to put up a materials I use page, but I just haven't done it. So I do it halfway. And this is kind of feels like it's cloth, but it isn't. And this series is going to be Raggedy Ann and Andy, but you can use any papers you have to make one of these. And I have been collecting stuff for quite a while to do these journals. And everybody that knows me knows I love Raggedy Ann and Andy. As a matter of fact, I actually collect them. See, that sticks really well. Okay, the first one is put together. And I'm not putting anything here because I'm gessoing these. I think I'm going to go ahead and cover the entire thing. I was just going to cover to here and leave the blue because it's in their colors, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cover the whole thing. I have enough fabric to do both covers, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing with the second book. And by the way, when I was in the Dollar Tree the other day, I saw some similar to these of the Crafter's Choice brand. They did not have refill blades for them though, and I don't know if they will use a universal blade. And I have two of them, so I didn't pick up any, but I probably should have, just to have on hand. I know I cut this side. Okay guys, I gotta go off camera for a minute because I have to see this up close. Sorry. I don't want to pull loose. Boy, he used some good glue. I'd like to know what kind they had. Wow. Absolutely does not want to pull loose. Okay, this one wants to give me a fit. There you go. And once again, I'm going to put the book binding tape on here. And if you're interested in using this kind of tape, just go to Amazon and type in book binding tape. It's not very expensive. It's a pretty good size roll. I've used it for a while now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the gesso on here and let it dry. And I'm not going to put it on real thick. The fabric I'm using has some blue in it. So I just need to take this shock off, and I really need to take this red off. And it's really okay if some of the blue is showing through, because you just want it so that it's toned down some. You don't have to put it on there like you're painting a house or anything. You just want to tone down that undercolor. And with this having red in there, you do want to do it a little thicker. And it doesn't matter if it's streaked or not, because it's going to be covered up anyway. And the fan blowing, so it's drying just about as fast as I'm spreading it. Which is not what I wanted to happen, but I'll set this by the fan. Let's start the next one. The assembly of the trifold is so simple. You can be surprised how easy it is. Oh, nuts. That's too much. Well, this one's going to have a whole lot more gesso on it. Okay, and to let this one dry. Now, I'm going to share with you the fabric I'm going to be using. Just a second. Oh, I hate the smell of this stuff. But it sure cleans good. If you ever go to Sam's Club, and sometimes you can find it at Walmart, look in the janitorial section and get the big gallon jug of the pink sanitizer. Man, that stuff will clean. Even takes up glue. Wish you have to dilute it, but a gallon will last you forever. Okay. This is the fabric that's going to be on the cover. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. I'm going to iron it, but I also starch my fabric that goes on my covers because it just gives it that extra stiffness to it. So I will measure this out after they dry. I will starch it, I will cut it, and have it ready for video 2. So video 2, we're going to be putting the cover on, and maybe start with, we'll put the cover on and do the 2 inside cover, do all the inside covers to it, and glue it together. Okay? So stay tuned, come back, see how raggedy we can get with the things I have been collecting for the Raggedy Ann and Andy journals. And I'll see you soon. And if I can remember everybody that donated things to me as I'm working with it, I'll give shout out saying so-and-so sent this to me, so I bought this from so-and-so, because I have been on the hunt for a while. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.